Stop being available to everyone, because the greatest burden you carry in life is the weight of other people's expectations. And the deepest form of slavery is when you start living for other people's time instead of your own. People believe that being available is service, love, compassion. But I say that beyond a point, it becomes self-betrayal. You weaken your roots because a tree that bends in every direction never touches the sky. I have seen people in crowded cities, surrounded by relationships, long contact lists, yet carrying a deep loneliness inside. Not because people aren't around them, but because they are not with themselves. You are available to everyone, but unavailable to yourself. And someone who has never given time to their own inner being, what can they truly give to the world? Let me tell you a small story. There was a monk, very kind, very loving. Whoever came to him, he listened to their problems and took their burdens onto himself. Slowly, people began to see him as a god. But inside, he grew exhausted. One day he said, "I need solitude." People replied, "You've become selfish." The monk laughed and said, "If my compassion now feels like selfishness to you, know this: you have turned my compassion into your burden." That is how life works. You have made other people's convenience your religion. You have forgotten how to say no. And a person who cannot say no can never say a true yes. Because yes is beautiful only when no is free. Stop being available to everyone. There is a temple within you, and its doors should not be open to every passerby. A person who opens the door at every sound is not the owner of the house. He becomes the guard, and you have become the guard of your own soul. At every call, you run. At every need, you forget yourself. I say pause. Slow down. Return inward. You have made others so important that you have forgotten the divinity within yourself. And here is the great secret of life. Only the one who returns to themselves can give something real to the world. A full person can share. An empty person only carries expectations. You give away your time, energy, love, peace, silence, everything. And the strangest part is, the people you give everything to are never satisfied. Often they are not even grateful, because those who get used to using you stop seeing you as a human being. They see you as a convenience. Conveniences are never respected. Human beings are. So choose. Decide consciously whom you allow through your door. This is not ego. It is self-preservation. This is not harshness. It is freedom. This is not distance. It is love. If you do not protect yourself, if you do not gather energy within, what will you give? Even your love will be borrowed. Life needs a peace that cannot exist if you are addicted to being available. Understand this. The world does not fill you, it only demands. The child demands, the lover demands, friends demand, work demands, relatives demand, and you keep giving. Slowly, like an hourglass filled with sand, you empty out. Have you ever asked yourself, don't you also need to meet yourself? Have you ever given yourself the attention you give others? Your inner silence has been calling you, but you are lost in noise. The noise of demands, responsibilities, expectations. And this is the greatest mistake of life. A human being's first responsibility is toward themselves. Everything else comes later. Until you are available to yourself, being available to others is hypocrisy. Think of an airplane. They say, if the oxygen mask drops, put it on yourself first, then help your child. Why? Because if you lose consciousness, you can't save anyone. Life is the same. If you lose your inner oxygen, peace, awareness, love, silence, you cannot help anyone. Availability should be a choice, not a compulsion. Right now, you are flowing outward like a river, but inside you are drying up. First, go to your source. Sit there, feel yourself. Then, when you become available, your presence will be a blessing, not a burden. Being available to everyone slowly makes you absent from your own life. One day you realize life has passed. People came, placed their burdens, you carried them, and in the end, you were nowhere. I don't want you to live an absent life. When you stop being available to everyone, you taste real achievement. Your silence becomes your power. Your unavailability becomes your gift. because it brings you back to yourself. And then you realize how much unnecessary weight you were carrying. Many people had nothing to do with you, except that you were convenient. You were taught that a good person is always available, but I have never seen a truly awakened person available to everyone. Availability is not an object, it is energy, and energy must be protected. If you cannot protect your energy, you cannot protect your life. The person who fears saying no keeps breaking quietly until breaking feels normal. They call it duty, but duty has no love, no freedom, no life. Fear-based yes is not love. True love is born from freedom. Learn this truth. Not everyone who calls you belongs to you. Not every problem handed to you is yours. Not every expectation is your responsibility. Sometimes people stay in your life only because you are easy, free, and always available. What is cheap is not valued. What is always available is not respected. Availability is an art, and when you practice it consciously, the unnecessary people fall away like dry leaves in autumn. Those who truly belong will understand your distance, and this understanding will set you free. Your silence will become your strength. Your boundaries will become your healing. Stop being available to everyone. Become available to your inner life. The one who is available to themselves becomes a blessing to the world because their presence carries fragrance, not pressure.